A federal appeals court on Friday lifted a block that prevented the Trump administration from proceeding forward with an executive order that stripped federal unions from collectively bargaining for federal workers at about a dozen agencies, representing more than 60% of the federal workforce. Under that March 27th executive order, the Trump administration claimed national security concerns in continuing to allow unions to collectively bargain. Under that March 27th executive order, unions could no longer collectively bargain for individuals at the majority of the State Department, the VA, the Justice Department, Treasury Department, Health and Human Services, Homeland Security, Department of Interior, Department of Energy, and some subdivisions of USDA. There were also a few areas within Social Security and OPM that also could not be covered by collective bargaining anymore. This represents, like I said, 60 to 70% of the federal workforce. Now, the appeals court in question was the U.S. Court of Appeals for the District of Columbia Circuit, and the 2-1 ruling was supported by a George H.W. Bush appointed judge, and if you guessed Donald Trump appointed judge, you would be correct. And they stated in their ruling that the National Treasury Employee Union had not shown that it would suffer irreparable harm by this executive order. Part of the reasoning for the appeals court to rule as they did was the Trump administration's promise before the court that they would not terminate federal collective bargaining agreements until the litigation had been concluded. But we've already seen steps taken by agencies to comply with the executive order, no matter what the administration's saying.